So in this video, we are going to learn Unreal Engine server replication system. Okay, so currently I'm using Unreal Engine 4.27.1. So as you can see, I'm just already set up then for online multiplayer. That is in working dedicated server. So as you can see, the server replication, my character is replicating in another player. So if I click now AF keyboard, so as you can see, it's spawning the bullet. Okay, so we'll be learn that how you can basically spawn bullet or do anything with server application, or how the server application work. Okay, so as you can see, for our display, that object has been spawned. He can also see this thing in multiplayer. Let's see that how you can make this thing in our Unreal Engine. So as you can see, I already created the project, so let me just remove this code. So let me also remove this thing. So for spawning the bullet, I just create a simple blueprint and an actor, and instead of that, I simply add a shaper. Okay, as you can see, and then add the default stuff. You don't need to do anything at in your actor or your bullet. If you're using a projectile even also, don't worry, just create a simple a bullet. So then now for spawning, I just add a simple arrow for spawning, and I just hide in game disable, so we can see the arrow, and also say get the arrow and get wall transformation. Now basically we want that we basically can use the spawn actor from class. Okay, by this thing we can basically get out that which one basically we want to spawn. That is for bullet. If I check right this ones, okay, like let me show you that are it's working or not. So as you can see that it's load, and if I now try to spawn, okay, like in my multiplayer section, okay, so as you can see he's in a game, but if I try to spawn for this character, it's spawn, but our second player is, you can't see that there's anything spawn or not. So as you can see, there's some problem coming for our this character, because he already see that there's a stuff spawning. Okay, so now let's replicate this thing in Unreal Engine. Okay, so for replicating this thing, we can basically replicate with custom event. So we can create a custom event. So you can give it that name server send data. So at here, as you can see in your right side, there's a replication. So there's a now it's a non-replicated. So there's a multi-class and run on server. So first of all, what we need that it should be run on server. Okay, so once it's run on server, then if we do the multicast, we can get basically. So now let's do again that custom event that server update. Okay, so that is for update. As you can see in a replication mode, that is in a multicast. Okay, now compile and save. So as you can see, for now this is looking like this. Now for spawning this thing we can do, but we can connect it with this thing with our spawn actor. Then we'll be set class and simply drag with this thing. So as you can see, it set up the class. Then we'll be do the same thing for the spawn, because we want to replicate it and update this thing, so our client, even our other player, can see that there's something spawning. So now at here will be simply called our this custom event that server, or we can also search it at update. So it's automatic from that update. So as you can see, it's already have that option. So we'll simply drag and add here. So as you can see, it's automatically update. So now we'll be again call this one now right now. So let's call that server, or we can say that send data. So now we can connect it with our F keyboard, and then we can give the transformation location and also that which class we want to basically replicate it. So as you can see, now it will be send the data in our send data server. So once the server receive that data, he will be just try to update the data. So the update data will be spawn the actor. So now that's all. So if I right now click on play and select and saved, so as you can see, it's now loading. So okay, the loading is done. Now let's simply now as you can see, our this character in our this view, okay, you can see. So now let's click on spawn bullet. So as you can see, our this character now can see that is spawn bullet. So I just hope you understand the Unreal Engine application system. We'll be do something more with animation and other stuff like death and other stuff. So thank you so much for watching guys. Love you all. Bye bye. See you in next video.